What's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. Today we're gonna take a look at the new LG G4. Let's go ahead and start right now. Alright guys, let's start taking a look at the beautiful LG G4. As we're looking at the phone, let's go ahead and talk about the specs. So the phone was announced in April 2015, available and released at the end of April, and available to order at the stores at the end of May, beginning of June. Now, as far as the weight, we're looking at 155 grams, 5.47 ounces. As far as the display, the phone offers IPS LCD display. Screen size is 5.5 inches. Resolution is 1440 by 2560 pixels, 538 ppi or pixel density. The phone offers Corning Gorilla Glass 3, LG Optimus User Interface 4.0. Operating system Android 5.1 Lollipop. As far as the processor, we're looking at a Qualcomm Snapdragon 808 with a quad-core 1.44 GHz and a dual-core 1.82 GHz. Adreno 418. The phone supports microSD card up to 128 GB. It comes with an internal memory of 32 GB and with 3 GB of RAM. Now, as far as the primary camera or rear camera, we're looking at a 16 megapixel rear camera that can record video in 4K. Also, we're looking at a front-facing camera with 8 megapixel, one of the highest megapixel when it comes to front-facing cameras on a phone right now. We're looking at the video recording for the front-facing camera in 1080p at 30 frames per second. And last but not least, to mention the battery, it's a 3000 removable battery. As you guys can see, there is a spot right there, the space to add the SD card as well as to add the SIM card. Now, when it comes to removing the battery, you know, this is an advantage to a lot of people. As you guys know, some phones right now don't offer the option to remove the battery. So depending on your choice, this might be an advantage for a lot of people. In case you need to take a long trip or something like that, you can take a second battery with you. And that's the look of the inside of the battery cover, as you guys can see right there. Very easy to put on or remove. Alright, and let's take a look at the interface of the phone right now. As you guys can see, we're gonna turn on the phone here for the first time. The boot up, it's actually very quick. And we're right here on the desktop. Very cool unlocking effects when it comes to unlocking the screen. We swipe down and see right there the access to the quick settings. We see at the bottom back, home, and recent applications. Here's a look at the app drawer. We see on the top apps and widgets, we have a search button or option right there, as well as some settings option to customize the look of the app drawer. Swiping down is going to give you access to the quick settings. You can also customize which quick settings are showing. And we can get access right there also to the main settings of the phone. And you can also change the look of the main settings and look at the main settings with tabs. Now, as far as one of the features that the phone offers, we have right here the multi-window feature, which is pretty much a standard feature that a lot of the newer phones offer. Basically, it lets you split the screen in two and look at two applications at the same time. Also, by pressing the recent application for a couple of seconds. It's gonna give you access to home screen settings, lock screen settings, and all that. So as you guys can see, you can go ahead and change right here the unlocking effect, customize multiple things when it comes to transition effects, the lock pattern, and all that. You can also customize by adding apps to different screens and selecting which screen do you need to open in order to add more applications. As you guys can see, these are some of the different options when it comes to unlock effects that you can control and customize from the lock screen or from the main screen. Like I said, by pressing the recent application button. You can also customize what apps are part of the lock screen. And you can also customize or change the look of the buttons, either white or black, for the back, home, and recent applications. As you guys can see, we're looking at the weather widget, top of the weather widget, and we get all these details as far as the weather. You can add more cities if you want to. As far as the interface for the weather, I actually like it. It's really nice, and you get access also to some settings there. As far as the weather application, if you swipe from the left to the right, we're gonna get access right here to some of the different applications. The S Health. You can also control the TV, and you can also customize what notifications you get on that application. And here's a quick look at the Google search or the voice search. Very responsive when it comes to the voice. As you guys can see, no matter what we ask, the phone displays the results right away. And here's a quick demonstration of using Google Maps and navigation using the voice search. And speaking about navigations and the maps, because of the 2K Quad HD display and the high pixel density, as you guys can see, the maps in the satellite mode looks very clear, and this is all through Verizon 4G LTE network. Now, when it comes to closing the recent applications, as you guys can see, you can go through all the different applications. You can swipe one by one, or you can close all. Here's a quick look at the S Health application, which is going to track your steps, your calories, and all that. You can also look by day and see your progress every day. And then you can also set up an exercise, whether you are running or walking, and it works together with Google Maps and the GPS. Here's a quick look at the IR blaster or remote in order to control the TV, as well as the cable box, It works pretty good. You can go ahead and change the channel, change the volume, get access to the recordings, also control your cable box. As far as the interface for this particular application, it works out really nice. It's actually really friendly user. No issue at all with this application, and I would highly recommend it. If you have a phone with the IR Blaster, take advantage of that and use it. Alright guys, time to take a look at the camera interface and options. As far as the camera interface and options, I'm still not a pro, but I still wanted to share with you guys the interface and some of the features. So of course, you get front-facing and rear camera. You can do gestures in order to activate the front-facing camera, or you can use commands like cheese, whiskey and things like that, and it will take a picture. You can do dual cameras, as you guys can see right now. You can activate the rear and the front-facing camera at the same time, and you can customize the look of the front-facing camera. You can also change the size. As you guys can see on the left side, we get access to some of the controls for the settings. You can also put the camera in the basic mode, and basically that's going to remove that bar with all the settings, and you can tap on the screen to take pictures. When it comes to the rear camera, this is how the interface looks like. You can tap on the camera button to take pictures. It takes the pictures pretty quick. Here's the video recording option. You can take pictures while recording. You can pause the video and then you can stop the video. You can tap right there on the top, and you get access to the manual, the auto, and I believe it's called simple mode, which is gonna, like I said, remove all the different settings or bars. And with that mode, you don't have any icons on the screen. You can basically touch the screen to take pictures. Here's a look at the manual mode, and as you guys can see, you get full control of all the different settings and the different things, options, filters, saturation, ISO, and all that you can control with the rear camera. A very nice interface. However, I have to say it can feel a little bit of complication, or complicated I should say, but I think it's just a matter of time before you get used to. Other than that, a really good interface. And here's a look at the rear camera and front facing camera at the same time, and it gives you options again to customize the look of the second camera. You can also control right there the size of the pictures as well as the size of the video recording. If you swipe the finger, you can get access between the rear and the front facing camera. That's a really cool option. So here's a look at the gallery interface. Pretty simple interface. You get some access to some settings too. And let's go ahead and take a look at some samples. The first picture here was taken in the dark using the rear camera and the flash. I wasn't too happy with the results. The next one, it's a video taken in I believe it's a 4K resolution outdoor. And if you tap on the screen, you can refocus. As far as video recording, no complaints, really good quality when it comes to the video recording. Here's a picture taken outside with the rear camera, also very good quality. And here's another picture. And last but not least, here's a selfie taken with the front-facing camera in 8 megapixel. Now, guys, this is a quick sample here at the HD voice calling and video calling. This phone also comes with that feature, And here's a demonstration with the Galaxy S5. You can actually make phone calls to another phone with the same feature and activate the front and the rear cameras. This is through Verizon 4G LTE network, and as you guys can see, I called from the LG to the S5. Once you call, you can activate the cameras and you can switch between the front facing or rear camera. Basically, this is like using Skype or Tango, but with the Verizon wireless network. Guys, time to take a look now at the performance of this phone by playing some high graphic games. Pay attention to the screen resolution as well as the speaker sound.
The Dark Lantern was within reach. Bray Wyatt would be able to bring its infinite other worlds where the WWE superstars were knights.
There you have it, the amazing LG G4. Thank you for watching this video, friends. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you later.